Let's discuss about the various processes which are involved in agriculture, like what terms have been used to grow different things. Like as I said, agriculture is a very widely used term, like so many activities come under the primary process of agriculture. Each one has been given a name. Now, the first one, like I have chalked out in the same way as it has been given in your textbook, the word culture goes with so many suffixes, prefixes. So, agriculture involves the rearing of livestock as well as growing of crops. Keep this in mind. What do these all mean, these particular terminologies? So agriculture involves the growing of crops and the rearing of livestock. Sericulture, seri plus culture, sericulture. Sericulture is the rearing of silk from the silkworms. Now the worms are reared by like mulberry leaves are fed to it, it eats it, and then it makes a cocoon around itself, and those particular cocoons are put in hot boiling water. The insect inside dies, the worm inside dies, and then that saliva which it had spun in the cocoon is reared from there to make silk. That process is called, that entire process would be called sericulture. Pisciculture, those who love their seafood. Your seafood doesn't come only from going and fishing. People rear fishes as well. Fishes, prawns also are raised. Now how can it be possible that we are rearing? Now huge ponds, man-made, artificial ponds are made. The fish's eggs are laid over, like the fish's eggs are left over there. Like we rear the particular fish, whichever we want to, and whichever breed we want to, and then they grow in the pond. We give them food. There's no natural hunting for the food for the fish. We give them food, and when they are good of a size enough to be sold in the market, they're sold. Even prawns are reared like this. Like we don't go and totally depend upon the sea and the ocean for the seafood right now. We rear for ourselves, so that is called pisciculture. Viticulture. This involves the growing of grapes. You must have heard of the word vineyard. Like huge lands, like pieces of land are taken into agricultural process, and then these particular climbers of grapes are grown, and then you farm grapes over there. In certain vineyards, wine is also processed and made. So the process where grapes are involved, growing of grapes is involved, then it's called viticulture. The last one being horticulture. As I said about flowers also earlier, I said about orchards also earlier, fruits are grown. If those are used for commercial purposes, you will be amazed to hear many of the Indian agriculturalists actually grow things so that they can export it. Many of our mangoes, many from India, the spring onions, the garlic, they are high in demand in the states abroad. So for commercial uses, when we grow flowers, when we grow fruits, sometimes vegetables also, of a hybrid variety of fruits and vegetables. So those particular things are sold off in the commercial for the grown for commercial purposes. That process would be given a name horticulture. Now we talk about agriculture as an entire system which works together. Okay, as an entire system which works together. Let's focus on agriculture. Now, what all do you need for the system to work as raw material? What are the basic things you will be needing? Firstly, you will be needing seeds to grow. You will be needing fertilizers to take care of the quality of the soil. Now here comes organic farming into consideration, where we don't use chemicals we don't mix chemicals with the soil. We use the natural products to make the manure. We need machinery. Gone are those days. Maximum farmers who are working right now have machinery, have equipments to work with in their farmland. Those days are gone when we used to use only manual labor, only manual labor to do every task of the field. Now we have lots of machinery. We have the tractors, we have the planters, we have the yielders which help in cutting the crops also. In olden days, everything used to be done by labor. But is it possible? Any of these tasks is possible without labor? No. So labor is also one of the essential things which is needed. Labor are needed over here to facilitate the process of agriculture. So what all did I say? I said seeds is a basic requirements, fertilizers, machinery and labor. You will be needing them, an inevitable part of your agriculture. The next comes the description of what all things have to be done, activities have to be done in the process of agriculture. First, you loosen the soil, that's called plowing. In tight kind of a soil, you cannot grow crops. So you loosen the soil, you plow the field. First one is plowing. Then, you irrigate the entire field properly. That means you see to it that water has reached that particular field. Then you sow seeds, that's called sowing. Then you take care of the crops, they grow. When you grow crops, certain unwanted crops also grow along with them. They are called weeds. Weeds actually take away the most nutrients from the soil. So the weeding process has to be done. Those weeds have to be plucked out. So weeding is to be done. After this entire process is over and the yield is ready, we harvest the crop. So these are the processes which are involved in the process of agriculture. Now when you are in the process of agriculture, what all things can you get as output is the question. What all can you get as an end result? You can get crops. If it is livestock farming, then it is wool. Then you have the dairy products, as I told you earlier also. The poultry products also, like eggs also you can get. You have these variety of things which you get as a final product from agriculture. So I'll stop at this. In the next lecture I'll discuss what are the different kinds of farming and how are they done. Thank you.